Live.
Hello.
Hello everyone. We'll just make sure that everything's. I should refresh that. No, it's going up now. Hey, this is Shem.
Hey, I'm Sam.
And today we are doing a 2-player run through of Circadians First Light. I am playing as Sable Lasidi. Her ability is that once after each harvest on the planet, I can move my harvester one space. So it means I can passively move out around the planet a lot more. And also she's quite good at just zipping around picking up gems and water, and can hopefully get me to a gem cache quite easily at the end of the game.
Great. I'm playing Akira Hope, and I may treat 1s and 2s as 6s in my farms and also at the mining camp. So if I get some bad rolls, it doesn't really matter.
Cool. We've already set up the game for 2 players, and we have already drafted our item cards. So Sam's going to start, I think, or should you roll off?
Let's do a roll off.
All right. 3,
4.
Sam is going to start. Yeah,
you're right.
And all right, first event.
First event is Fresh Hands. Gain 1 additional die when actioning dice at the academy.
Nice.
It's a little bit tempting.
Yeah, just starting. If you have any questions during the stream, just chuck them in the comments and we'll get back to them real quick. Right, so we roll our dice for the plan phase. And think long and hard.
Look at my cards once again.
That's a good point. Well, I feel like Sam's going to block me at the academy anyways. Not good.
It's hard to fully block.
Yep. First round, I'm already hitting. Got to start thinking about the actual strategy. Like, what am I going to try and achieve in this game? All right. So, I did that. And cool. That can just go here, I think. All right.
Oh, we've got a comment.
Oh, see, I'm not seeing on my screen. That's strange. I'm not seeing the comments on my one. This is a bit dark, is it? Yeah. Live chat. Oh, there we go. Cool. Yep. Well, so thanks for the question. We'll let you know as we take our actions what we're kind of doing and how that affects the dice. So behind our screens is just planning. So as we reveal that, you'll see what we've actually done. Cool. All right, so revealing our screens. And Sam is going first.
Great. So the event this round is gain 1 additional die at the academy. So I'm going to send this 3 to the academy.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
I'm going to spend 4 water to get 2 dice. Normally you'd have to spend 10 water, but we're basically getting that discount from this event.
All right, I am going to action my 4, but I can change to a 5 using my power of my garage, and going to the control room. And I will be spending. I think I've already screwed up already. I have. I think this through very well. Maybe I won't do that. I won't do that actually. What I will do is go to. That's right. I'll go here. And yeah, what will I do? Yeah, we'll just go there actually. Keep my dice going up. And I'm going to be getting this item, spare parts. And I pay 4 water and 1 power. That's going to make all my foundry items cost 1 less power to pick up. And I get a die from actioning at the depository.
Cool. Well, I'm going to send this 3 over here.
So with the depository, you have to place a certain number in each column. So that's important for the dice number. For the lab, you have to place pairs of dice of the same value. For the foundry, you have to place, or the dice you place will affect which of these 3 piles you draw from. And then in the market, the pip value determines how many times you can trade. The mining camp, you want high numbers as possible to pay less water for gems. In the control room, the die that you place determines which direction on the planet your harvester will move. So if you place a 5, you will move in that direction. In the academy, if you place a 1, 2, or 3, you're going to be paying water. If you place a 4 or 5, you're paying algae. You pay a 6, place a 6, you pay power, and it's going to give you dice. So the dice values are important, but they vary how you use them on each location.
Yeah. And if you get blocked, you can also come to the headquarters where you effectively wait till the next turn, and then you get to go first in the turn order with your dice in the headquarters next turn. So I've placed a 3 in the depository, and this row allows me to get 1 free move on the planet. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to move in this direction here so that I can get 2 power. And then I'm going to acquire the Draic Pump by paying 6 water, 1 algae, and 1 power. And I've got next to no resources left. And this allows me to get 5 extra water every time I visit the market.
The market straight. All right, I'm paying algae to action this die, and it's going to the foundry. And because I've already acquired the spare parts, I only pay 1 power, not 2. And I get to pick up this, which is going to make all my dice action from this garage require 5 less water in the future. All right, so we've actioned all our dice in our garages. So now we go into the harvest. I will harvest 1 of each resource from the middle based on my harvester. Sam's harvesting 2 power.
2 power.
And then from our farms, I will be getting, with my 2, I will get either 1 power or 4 water. And I think I will get 1 power.
And my 4 is going to get me 3 algae.
Cool. And then we return all our dice from the location boards and our own board. The dice in the depository, if they're in the negotiation board, would stay there. Otherwise, that's the first round over. As Sable's power, I can now move my harvester. And I think, which direction do I want to go? I'll go this way because I want to get, I wouldn't get that die this round, would I? So that changes a little bit. I think I'll head down this way. All right, next round.
So on the planet, we've got an algae area, a water area, and a power area, and they all intersect at certain points. You can also wrap around on the planet as well. If you want to move from, say, algae to power and water, you can do that. All right, so the next event is drought. Discard 1 item card after harvesting or move back 1 space on the planet. So we need to bear that in mind.
All right, roll dice.
That's actually pretty painful.
Good. All right, what am I doing? I am starting. So that. You already decided, have you?
I think so.
Sure, we can't do that. And I think we'll go there. Oh, yeah. All right.
Oh, actually, I'm reconsidering. Oh, can I afford? I can't afford.
Cannot.
Red card.
Cool. All right. Oh, so I'm start player. So I will change my 2 to a 3 and place it in the foundry. Pay 1 less power and get this algae saving upgrade.
Well played. Cool. I'm going to decrease this 2 to a 1. Come to the control room. Spend 2 power. Move over here and grab that gem.
And I will also go to the control room and I get to pay 4 less water. So 5 less water. So I only pay 5. and move in the direction of 4, which is downwards to the left. Done.
Cool.
Right.
So I've got a choice now.
For your farm. After your action. Yeah.
I'm gonna come to the headquarters because I'm gonna have to discard an item card at the end of the round. I don't want to discard either of these. I'm gonna pick up these two.
So for 2 players, there's only 1 spot in the foundry, only 1 spot in the lab. And 3 players, there's an extra spot added to the foundry, and in 4 players, there's an extra spot added to the lab. So each board is double-sided for players. And in the depository on the other side, there's an extra column for the ones as well, and there's an extra row in all of these. All right, so I'm getting 8. Okay.
3 power and 3 water from my harvester.
And then from this, I will get 2 power.
I love using the 1s as a Kira. I've rolled 2 1s and put them both in my farms, which is usually bad, but Kira likes it.
Yeah, that's good. And then for Sable's ability, I'm going to move over here, get that gem, and I'm going to discard a card so I don't have to move backwards due to the drought.
Where were you?
I was here.
Oh, yeah. All right, I'm going to discard a card as well.
So the win condition is most points, and the game is played over 8 rounds. You're going to score points based on the dice you've actioned into the negotiation board. There's points printed on all these spots. All your items have points, and some have additional points in-game. You get a point for each gem. If you end with your harvester on one of these gem caches, they have points on the opposite side. So they go from 4 to 8 points. And then you get points for upgrading your research base as well. Cool. All right, next round. Get our dice back. And Sam is the star player. And his dice that's currently in the headquarters stays there to be action at the start of the round.
Cool. This round we've got water tax. Headquarters does not reward water or items.
So bad time to go to headquarters.
Yep. Well, I need to start doing things.
Cool. 7, 1 power. Okay. Think. All right. And
Oh, I've got more resources over here. I had them in 2 little parts.
actually, I could do that way. Oh man. We'll see what happens.
Great.
Cool. Right, reveal. So Sam's dice that's currently at the headquarters gets to be placed first.
Okay, so I'm looking at what you've got there. And no, you can't go to the laboratory, which is nice. So I'm going to come here with 4. Spend 2 power. And I'll get this 5 water discount.
This
Garage. Yeah, it's a good move.
And then we go into the normal turn order, so Sam starts.
Then pay 1 algae and send both of these here. 2 4s. And I'm going to pay this 3 algae. Now, what do I want?
No one knows.
I want all of those quite badly, but let's go for the extra dice first. So these farms, they usually take a 6. I don't know if you can see on here. Not sure. They usually take a 6 and they give you 2 dice. But as a Kira, I can put a 1 or a 2 there.
All right. I will go to the academy and actually change this to a 5. And it's been 6. Oh no, that would be a bad move. Keep it as a 1. As a 6, sorry. Pay 1 power for 1 die. Cool.
And then send this 1 to the control room.
He'll get 2 dice added to his supply for future rounds if he places a 6 or a 1 or a 2 in his state onto that farm. So basically farms more dice. The usual way to get more dice is to go to the academy. All right, you done? So I will go pay an algae action this, paying 5 less water to the depository. So I ignore the water cost of this, pay 6 algae and 2 power. And this will let me ignore any setbacks, which are negative events from the negotiation board.
Well played.
And this one was going to go there, but I realized now I don't have enough stuff to go. So I don't really want to go to headquarters because it's not going to give me any rewards. But I don't think I have many other options. So I will just go there anyway. So I go here. Usually I'd get 2 cards or 5 water, but I won't get any of that. But may as well. Cool. Harvesting time. I'm going to need one of these multiply cards because I'm getting
4 power.
12 water. 12 algae.
That's a lot of algae.
15, 5,
6 water.
and 2 more. And nothing from my farms. Right.
So the next event.
Let's go. I committed to. Yep.
Spring clean. Laboratory only requires 1 die, and all foundry costs may be ignored. That's bad timing because you're the headquarters and your first player.
The player boards are identical for each player. The difference comes in from the player powers. So each character has their own ability. It's going to basically encourage you to play a certain way in the game. And my character basically lets me, after each harvest, which I haven't done yet, can move on the planet. So, for example, after harvesting, I can now move my harvester to here. And Sam's power is that he can treat 1s and 2s as 6s in his farms and on the mining camp. So he's much better at acquiring resources.
And also the player boards become different based on the garages and the farms that you purchase.
And for the multiplier, so these have ×5 and ×10. So I've got on my ×5, so I place 2 algae, so that counts as 10 algae. Because Sam likes to design games that have unlimited resources. So as a publisher, I have to figure out ways to do that, because you could add bigger tokens that counts 5s and 10s, but the truth is you can have as many as you like of the resources. So the only way to really get around it is multipliers. But it actually makes it quite easy grabbing your resources during the harvest anyway. So I need to grab 12 and it's easy to grab the multipliers. Cool. All right. What are you up to? Rolling dice?
Yeah, I've already rolled, sorry.
Oh, the multipliers are just in a pile on the side of the table. So if you need them, you take them. Right, you already assigned your dice?
Yeah.
No, I've been jibber
I wish I could re-roll, but
so 1 die to the lab, or it's free at the foundry. Is that the deal? Yeah, that's pretty good.
You've got both of them if you want them.
Oh, true. Oh, that's so good for me. I can't resist that. That's really good. All right. Yep.
Meaning I should reconsider, maybe.
Maybe.
No, that's all good.
Cool, man. All right. Reveal. All right, so the special power was that the lab only needs 1 die rather than 2, and the foundry is free. And I have a dice in the headquarters, and I'm going first, so I can get both. And I will. So I'll go here, place 1 die, pay 3 algae, and get this lovely algae farm, which will produce 2 algae passively. I think Sam knows what I'm probably doing in my game. This comes over here, and I ignore the cost and just get this upgrade tile. These will all be nice thick punch board in the final production, so they won't be slipping around like they are now. Cool. Sam's turn.
Great. So I'm going to turn this 3 into a 4, and I'm going to come to the market where I get 4 traits. I don't have any algae, so I need to get algae so that I can send out these dice.
I've got loads of algae.
So I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 water. Plus I'm also getting 5 more water from this drag pump. So that's another 2.
If you've played Architects, the things like the drag pump and the layering basket, they work kind of like swindlers.
Yeah.
Go to the market, get extra stuff.
Yeah. So now I've got 12 water to spend, and I'm going to spend 12 of those waters to get algae. So that's going to be 8 algae.
And I am going to action this to, I think, well, let me think about this now. Yep. So it's going to come over to Larian. I'm going to action die here. I have 10 algae, so I'm going to go here. I'm paying 9, so I'll just get 1 back. And the first thing I can do here is change any die value on my research base. That's the particular clan ability, but I don't have any dice. And because I placed the first 6, I get to take this and get 1 of these advancements. And I think, well, I'm down a die. But I don't know. I might actually take the farm, I think. And I will get another passive farm. Oh, I don't need it. Alright. Cool. And I don't take any setbacks because none of these are triggered.
Well played.
Maybe not, we'll see. Although I don't take setbacks anyway because I've got the Larian Scepter.
Okay, so got to pay this algae to send this out. I've got a 5 water discount, so I think I'm going to use that by going to the depository with the 3. I get 2 cards from this row, and I'm going to build the archive. So that's 1 gem, 4 power, and it's only going to cost me 2 water because I've got a 5 water discount.
And that scores 1 point for every 2 cards still in hand at the game.
And I pick up 2 cards from.
Still you as well, I'm all done.
Cool. Now this 4 will go to the headquarters, I believe. Just to give me more options. Pick up cards. Great.
Cool, into the harvest. I don't need this bag here. I'm getting 10 and
2 dice.
1. And then both my passive farms kick in, so I get 2 algae and 1 power.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, I'm happy with those. And get all our dice back. I only have 2 dice now though. And the maximum is 5, so I should be trying to get at least 3 or more each round. So I need to fix that. And your event is,
Oh yes.
this is a bad one. You must discard 1 item card to action dice at the depository. It's good. I don't have any cards anymore.
You're out of cards?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I used 2 of them, then I had to discard 1.
I know what you're going to be doing.
Who knows? But I can move my harvest if I want to. Do I want to? That's the question. I think I'll just go here. All right. All right, what am I doing? I think. Let's do this. Oh, man. Yeah, we'll do this. Cool. And you're starting player. Questions?
It is actually on Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah, it is on Steam currently. So you can play it on there. I haven't personally played it, but a friend of ours has played it and says it all works quite well. So yeah, you can get it now for free.
Right, so I'm going to flip this forward to a 3 and use this 3 as well to come here, where I'll spend 3 algae to pick up maybe this algae farm, which will give me 2 algae each round.
All right. So
Which I need because I'm only in the power and water area on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get first turn, don't I? With this 6 and 5 water discount. Oh, okay. I'm going to come here. So I get a 5 water discount, and I also get 5 water from the market.
Basically 10 water.
So 10 water to spend. And if I spend my own 8 more, that makes it 18 water. And I can grab power and algae. So let me do that. I'll grab 4 power and 4 algae.
Nice. You're done.
All done.
I have to let you remind myself. All right. Well, with that in mind, do I want to do that or not? So I have 12 algae. So I'm going to change this to a 5. Place it in here. Spend all 12 algae. And I can change the value of this, but I actually don't need to. And I've got the first 5. And I'm going to ignore setbacks because of my Larian scepter. Or scythe. Scepter. Larian scepter. And do I want the extra die? That's all, do I guess? I think I will. I think I'll take the die. Well, actually, I'm going to get that. No, I'll take the die. Well, it's deliberation. I'll take the die. All right. So no setbacks for me. And then my last action is going here to the academy. I pay 5 less water, so I spend total 5 and get 2 more dice.
I'll play it.
That's a good round for me. All right.
Cool.
Harvest time. So I'm getting 8 algae from that and 2 power. And then my passive farms click in as well. And I will move for my free ability over here. I'm really poor on water.
I just harvested so many things that round.
Hey, people overboard. Thanks for jumping in. Yeah, we do pronounce it different. I noticed that when the reviewers got their copies, they all say algae, or we say algae in New Zealand. I think in the UK they say algae as well. One of the many things that make this world wonderful, eh?
But it's spelled with a G and not a J.
Yeah, there's so many things that would spell funny that they don't pronounce. Like Chihuahua, like Chihuahua. But then the Canadians always say iron when they describe games. I'm going to spend 2 iron. It's like, that's ironic. We just say iron. I think Americans say iron as well.
All right, so the next event is item cards. Ooh, maybe spent is 4 water or 2 algae. Don't mind if I do.
Don't have any of those still.
Have you seen my pile of resources? Oh, you've got a decent
You can
pile,
smash Scar away. Well, you're saving up for some nice big items, maybe. All right, so I'm start player. Okay. Let's think about this. All right. This is interesting. Interesting. Sure. If they don't screw this up. We're ready? Not ready.
Considering, I think I'm ready.
Yeah, that's the other word. Aluminum. We say aluminium.
Aluminium, yeah.
I think that's one where you guys actually win because it is spelled aluminum. But it was also spelled, I don't know how it's spelled. It's weird. It's also funny.
I think it's spelled differently. Both languages. Both.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
think
got
I've
the
got
same
an
way.
extra I in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're strange.
Like Einsteinium.
Sam studied chemistry. He knows things.
I think it's your turn.
It is.
Yeah.
What are you planning?
Well, we'll see.
That's what I'm nervous about. Okay. I can't remember what I was doing.
Good.
It's not good for me. Okay, I'm going to go action this 2 to the negotiation board of Larian and spend 6 algae. Now I can use the ability to change a die value, which could be of use to me. I'll change this 3 to a 4. And then I get the first 2. What do I want for free? I forgot this thing to a power and water algae. That's 2 cards. You know what? I'm going to grab the upgrade that's worth 2 points, simply for the points.
Oh, wow. And you filled up your garages.
It's all done.
Great.
And no setbacks because of my Larian Scepter.
So this, let's see how much we got. Okay, I'll just spend the 10. Come here with the turn it into a 1. Actually, let's turn it into a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to spend 10. And let's grab 1 movement on the planet so I can get this gem.
And you can rearrange. You only got 1 though.
I've only got 1.
Doesn't make a difference.
4.
Okay, that changes what I was thinking of doing because Sam didn't
Look
look
at
at
your
one.
player board.
Yeah, he looked at my playboard.
I didn't cheat.
No, well, that's debatable. No. I will still go forward though and action this to the spot with 4 power. Spend 4. So I can use this to rearrange things, but I actually quite like the order I've got here. So I won't, and I'll get no advancement and no setback.
Cool. All right, so I'm going to go with this 4 over here, where again I've got 10 water to play with, but if I discard 2 cards, that'll give me 18 water, which I might want to do. Don't want that. And I don't want that. And I'm going to get myself 4 more power. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. And how much LG is that going to be? No, just 6 power.
Doing a trading straight.
Yeah. Trying.
Just a few comments about diversity with characters. Yeah, that's something I learned early on when I was doing game design and publishing. Because you've got to represent everybody or as many people as you can in a game within reason of, like, so for historical games. So for example, Paladins are the West Kingdom that's coming out to Kickstarter in March. Even though there's a lot of sort of storytelling and lore about, it's a lot of it's poetic license. All the Paladins were male. So that's one thing where I'm like, well, we can't just add females for the sake of, making them females. But there are going to be other females in the game, as townsfolk and as outsiders and stuff like that. But I think it's important if you can add diversity, then why not?
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's my stand anyway. I don't think it should be done deliberately, but I think if you can do it, do it. And Overboard's asking about the table space, and you're right. So there's no extra boards for extra players other than their own little area. So we played a 4-player on this playmat on Saturday or your Friday, and it basically we kept within the same area of the playmat. And you can also scrunch it up quite a bit to save space if you really need to. We just got space a bit more, and you can arrange it here however you want. Yeah, cool. All right, so back to me, and
Yeah.
I'm going. So yeah. To action this 4 to Drake and spend 2 gems. I'm just smashing this. See what happens.
Oh yeah.
I get this. Also, I get to immediately reveal a gem cache. I'm going to do this one because I'm curious if it's any good. It's 6, which is average. And I get the first 4. I get a gem or 2 cards. I'll take the 2 cards. And no setbacks.
I realized that I was supposed to go to the laboratory with my 2 4s, but I sent one of them to the market instead, so my bad.
Yeah, so Paladins is the second game in a trilogy of West Kingdom, which is Franks, the French theme games that we're doing. So Architects of the West Kingdom came out last year, and Paladins will be the sequel to that game.
Okay, so that's going to get me a setback. Might not be too bad though.
They're all yours. Yep, I'll just grab your link for Paladins. 1 second. So there's not too much that we've announced about the game yet, other than a few podcasts here and there. But there is a BGG page, and I'll just get it for you.
I'm I'm going to instead go to the market and spend 3, 4,
So there's a link.
7, 8 power to get 4 gens and 5 water.
Meanwhile, Sam's doing stuff, but I'm not watching. No. All
I
right.
just went to the market.
Sure you did. Cheated again. So I'm down to 1 die. I'm not very good at this game. That's the truth. So I will action this to the academy out of desperation and go to the academy with 1 power to get 1 more die. Cool.
Great. You got a lot of points on the
and-
board.
Yeah, but we'll see if it pays off or not. Harvest time. So I'm getting a total of 8 algae. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 4 power. And I will move my harvester. Where will I go? Hang on. I'll go this way.
How many rounds?
So I'm just using. Actually, no.
How many rounds to go?
I might actually jump over here. Go to the gym. Yes, like stock up on the water for the
Yeah.
All right, next event.
Item cards may be discarded to change your dice to any value.
It's handy.
Cool.
Get my dice back. All 2 dice for me. I'm glad you're excited about Paladins. We're both really excited about it as well.
Yeah.
It's actually our first game that Sam and I have fully co-designed from the very start. So I reckon it's easily one of our best games we've done. Pretty excited to release it. Okay. And you're going first.
I keep distracting myself with the market strat that I've got. There are other things I could be doing.
You should just keep distracting yourself.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Not too sure what I'm doing, but we'll see.
All right, we ready?
Yep. I think so.
So I'm first. I'm going to boost this 4 to a 5, and then I'm sending these 2 to the laboratory.
So the question's been asked, can you run out of dice? You start with 3 and you have 10 in your supply. It is quite possible in the last round that there's no more left in your supply to draw from. But you never run out, really. We never run out of dice.
Yeah.
If you've done it, you've probably got 4 or 5 dice in the last round. And you just simply wouldn't try and get more if that was the case. Cool. All right. You're done already, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's think. Okay. Interesting. Actually, it's quite good. No, all right. Stick to the plan. Don't distract myself. Action my 4 to the academy, and I'm going to spend 6 algae, so 5 and 1, to get 2 more dice.
Cool. I'm going to use the round's ability to discard a card to change the die to any value. So this 3 will change to a 6, and I'm putting it in the depository, where I will acquire this preserved beast. 2 gems.
So that's the big point scoring item card in the game.
Yeah, it's like the dungeon sort of.
12 pointer.
And I get 2 cards.
Cool. And for my last thing, I'm tempted to just get more dice. But is there one more round after this?
Last round. Yeah. Next round.
That's probably not worthwhile spending 1 die to get 1 die back. I kind of regret being on that side now if it was the last round. Oh well.
I kind of regret not getting algae.
Can I do the best? Make the most of this. I'll go to the headquarters. And I'm going to be getting 20 water in my turn, so I'm going to get 2 item cards. Cool.
Played. All right, so we're harvesting.
Yep.
Again, I'm only getting 1 die from the farm. This is 2.
Casual 20 water from my harvester. And then 2 and 1. So my decision for Sable now is that I basically get 2 more free moves. I get 1 free move now, and I get 1 at the end of the last round. But if I go back here, I'll have to actually move, which would be good for me. I think I'm going to take a risk and go here. Hopefully this is not a 4 or something. So last event needs to reveal all these.
Yep.
It's a 5. Okay. This could not be an 8. It's a 4. All right, I made the right choice.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, that's miles away from me. All right, last round.
Oh, the roll is very important in this last round
back.
because we really want to hit these. I want to hit these so that I can move my harvester on the planet twice into the 8.
I'll pay my algae for that as well. All right. This is it. So I've got that 1 thing there. So these tiles that we flipped over are the gem caches. So on this side, they usually just, if you sit there with your harvest, you'll get a gem and you'll get a die at the end of the round during the harvest. But in the last round, actually with Jarek's ability, you can flip them right over during the game. But in the last round, the event is always the same, which means to flip them over. So these have points from 4 to 8. So if you get your harvester onto one of those, you'll score points at the end of the game. All right. Time to strategize.
Who does that?
Not me. Oh, I could do that. Oh, that's good. Okay. Go start thinking long and hard about this. So. All right. That'll do. Not sure what they're all going to do, but that's what I'm going to do. Cool. So my headquarters goes first. And you are starting around that way. Because you started the game?
Yep.
Oh no, should be me.
Should be you?
Yeah. Equal rounds though.
That's true, yeah. Should be
Think of
paladins.
Yeah. There's not going to way too much information. All right, so my first action will be to flip this one to a 6. And, well, I don't really want to move, or do I? I'll get a free move anyway. I don't think this through very well. No, I'll just do it anyway. The dice is of no value to me. So I'm going to go there, and I'm going to pick up this, wherever it is, this one, the worker drone. So the worker drone is going to score me 2 more points for each of these 2 cards that are already here. Cost me a gem, 5 water, 2 algae, and 2 power. And I get to do a free move on the planet, which I'll get to do as Sable anyway, but I don't think it's worthwhile trying to move anywhere else at this point. You know, never planned for this die. I need to remind myself. Sorry, I'm just have to slowly think about this now. I think I'll just jump on. Otherwise, I'll probably make a mistake and screw it up later.
All right. So this 2 is going to turn to a 1 and pop over here. Spend 6 power.
I suppose you still won't be up moving anything on your board.
Yeah.
And no setbacks.
Nope.
Cool. Had another game. All right. Actually, I should have gone before you, but that wouldn't have changed your turn anyway, so just don't worry. So I guess I'll do my 2 in a row. I was going to go to the mining camp, and I'm going to spend 10 water to get 2 gems.
Okay.
So that then your turn was to go there. So my next turn will be, look at you with all your gems over there as well. Thinking about it. I will just go here with a 1, spend 3 gems, and I'll get no benefit from that other than the 7 points.
Cool. I'm glad you didn't do what I thought you were going to do. So this 5 will come to the market where I get effectively 10 water. Again, the same thing. And I spend 8 to get algae.
I was considering going to the mining camp again for one more gem, but then you just blocked me out of getting...
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I can get 2 power.
So I didn't really have a plan for this last die. If I'd done things differently, I probably could have done something better. So for me now, it's just a matter of grabbing points. I could throw out one of these to get 1 point. I could change my an upgrade, or I could just go to mining camp and get another gem. That's a point. I don't think there's anything else. If I had a 4, I could go and pick up an item. Which is annoying. But Sam's likely going to the market to get lots of gems, I reckon. We'll see. Or else I've just given him an idea. Yes. I'll go here and I'll spend 3 water. So I get 2 back to get 1 more gem. And I'm done.
I'm actually just going to send that there. I think I can afford to spend the power.
Yep. I thought you could have blocked you there. I've gone there instead.
I didn't know what I was going to do with the 3.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so this 5 can go here. And what do I want?
You're going to make it to the 8. You are, aren't you? Nice.
You made it harder for me though. 3 water. So that's...
So Sam's got some big point scoring cards over there.
3 water. And did I pay the power? Maybe not.
I should probably start tallying up my points there.
Now, the 6 I probably want to use at the control room to guarantee those points, which I'll do. Move on to the 8-pointer.
All done.
Great.
So final harvest. 2 algae, 1 power. And there's no reason for Sable to step off without gem cache. All right. So that's the end of the game. 8 rounds. And now we'll just figure out our scores.
Yep.
Should we just go through it systematically? So
Yeah,
Sam,
sure.
for your negotiation board.
17.
17. So that's 6 plus 11. Cool. And then for your item cards.
3, 10, 22, 31.
31. Cool. And for your gem cache, you get 8.
Yep.
And 2 leftover gems.
Yep.
And then your research base.
Yep. So 4 from upgrades plus 10, 14.
14.
Yep.
Cool. That's a nice high score. We'll see if I can...
I didn't feel like I optimized there, to be honest.
So for the negotiation board, I'm getting 15, 19, 31.
Well,
For my items, I'm getting 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 19, 11, 12. For my gem cache, I get another 5. For my 1 gem, I get 1. And then from my research base, I'm getting 11 and then 15, which I don't think is going to be enough. All right, so final scores are Sam playing as Akira on 72, and then myself playing Sable on a lowly 64. There you have it, another 2-player showdown. So that was interesting because I was doing way more negotiations and Sam was doing...
Yeah.
You're doing quite big.
Yeah, and you were doing the lower negotiations rather than the big pointers.
Yeah, that's true. I probably should have stayed up and tried and hit the top ones.
Yeah, they've got a slightly better ratio at the bottom.
I think I kind of bottomed out in the middle of the game there because I ran out of dice. So I didn't have many actions in the future.
You started so well. Like you finished your garages really quickly. And I was pretty worried about that.
If I just got this out, that'd have been, I wouldn't have been much more actually. 2 points. But nah, that was good. So I hope you enjoyed it. This will be available to rewatch on YouTube straight away anyway. And we've got another 4-player game coming up on our Saturday morning, which will be Friday for most of the world. And we'll let you know when that happens as well. All right. Thanks for watching.
Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it.
Bye.